When I was a kid, Daddy was always watching sports, and I didn't get it. I rarely sat down and watched anything with him, but I do remember enjoying the wide world of sports, spanning the globe to bring you the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. And I think Netflix does all that in Formula One Drive to Survive. They tell how F1 is the pinnacle of motorsports. They are the leader in new technologies for the automotive industry. They have 200-mile-an-hour thrills, competition, teamwork, strategy, drama, behind-the-scenes chaos. I got hooked and started following F1. First thing I did was make a spreadsheet. We have 10 teams. The boss of every team is the principal, and every team has 2 cars. So we have 20 drivers competing in 24 races in a season for the thrill of being the world champion. We also have the Constructors' Championship, and this is for the entire team and includes everyone in the operation, from design, strategy, marketing, management, mechanics, the ground crew. It's over 1,000 people. So the way these championships are won is by scoring points. In every race, the top 10 finishers get points. First place gets the most by a lot, so they want to finish first as many times as they can. And the easiest way to finish first is to start out in first. And this is an advantage that is earned the day before in qualifying. Qualifying is a timed event, and I have seen the difference in 2 spaces be as little as 3/1000ths of a second. That's 10 inches at 200 miles an hour. Tires. Every driver is required to use at least 2 types of tires during the course of the race. And there's a lot of strategy that goes into this, but the change takes place in the pits, where 20 guys change 4 tires in 2 seconds. Then there are the tracks. They're not ovals. They're all different in different climates, but all of them have hairpin turns and chicanes, and some of them are so narrow it is almost impossible for one driver to pass another. All the more reasons to start out in first and just not crash. F1 really does span the globe. Australia, China, Japan, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, all over Europe, the UK, South America, North America, 3 races in the US. One of them is in Austin. I have cousins in Austin. So Charlie said, let's go to a race. Well, my friends started asking me, who's your favorite driver? What's your favorite team? And I realized I didn't have a favorite. And then I thought, oh my God, what am I going to wear? Because what color you have on tells what kind of fan you are. So I decided it's time for me to choose a favorite. Well, this was daunting, but I knew who it wasn't. He who shall not be named was thrown out of Formula One in the 90s for life. It was an ethics thing. He's been convicted on fraud charges, has 2 prison sentences, became a fugitive, and yet here he is. This is not the guy that I want in a leadership position. That's wrong. I'm also not a fan of Christian Horner. He's cocky, and for a lot of reasons I don't like him. He was sacked in the middle of the season, but I mentioned him because I love the car. That is a good-looking car. I've already told you, logos and colors is my thing. Also, Red Bull has Wonder Boy, Max Verstappen. He's the highest paid and clearly the best driver, but he's a little bit of a bully, so I don't like him, but I respect his talent. I do like the Mercedes. Toto Wolff, good guy. Kimi Antonelli, young and talented. George Russell. Community-minded, a future Rotarian, I'm sure. But turns out I'm a McLaren fan. Lando and Oscar, 2 really good guys, evenly matched, very competitive with one another, but work well together as a team. So that's my choice. Now I need a papaya-colored garment. And I don't own anything that's similar to anything like that. So I decided, I'll buy one there. That'll be fun. Well, a T-shirt was $200, so I did a pass. But we had a thrilling time being in the midst of 430,000 other fans. Charlie describes it as a county fair on steroids. So what's next is the 2026 season starts in just a few days, and everything has changed. The cars are lighter, smaller, more agile, with aerodynamics that are active. One rear wing was dubbed the Macarena. Because F1 is committed to being carbon neutral by 2030, this year they introduced the 100% sustainable fuel. It's made with waste products and CO2 from the air. But a big deal is the powertrain. It's 50% electric. It charges by braking. This is going to really throw the drivers, and they're having to completely relearn how to drive. Also, there is an 11th team this year, and it's an American team. Look it up. So, Daddy has been gone a long time, but I get it now. It's more than just sports. It's storytelling. Thrills, agony, thrills, victory, thrills, agony. And if I could have another moment, I would love to sit and watch an F1 race with my daddy.